Alright, so we are back for another review, and today we're going to be checking out two wireless headphone ANCs for you guys. We have the B&W PX7 S2, the latest and greatest from B&W, comparing it to the previous version, the PX7 Mark 1s. So we're going to try to figure out what has changed compared to the previous version, and also how does this compare as well to the wired maybe B&Ws that I have here in this channel. So we are going to try to figure that out here in this video. But of course, let's check out the PX7 S2 first. Bowers & Wilkins PX7 S2 noise cancelling wireless headphones, over-ear headphones with custom developed 40mm dynamic driver, outstanding sound quality plus EQ adjustment, stream all music, high resolution quality, personalize your listening experience with the Bowers & Wilkins music app, fast charging and long battery life up to 30 hours. This is gonna be your unboxing experience. Bowers & Wilkins there, and you have that minimalist logo. There you go, and you are getting a case here. Definitely very nice. This is your headphone itself. Definitely looks nice there. Right, so inside you're getting that USB-C to USB-C connector, and you're getting also a USB-C to 3.5mm jack. Actually no maybe airplane adapter here. So first let's check out how this fits in the box up. Actually not much folding, so very straightforward type of box here. So actually I do still find the QC35, the Bose that I have, to have smaller maybe box compared to this, because the headphone inside the QC35 folds up, and here it's a bit more straightforward. But the advantage of this is it's easier to get the headphone to and from. So yeah, definitely really stylish headphone here. So yeah, I do think for build quality, B&W one of the best in this space for headphones. And you're getting actually that one band kind of thing going on. Metal in build quality, feels really solid, sturdy here overall. And on top as well, you're getting this texture that maybe nylon finish. So actually the P7s that I have, the leather quality is really nice there. So even after maybe 2-3 years, the leather quality, the leather is still intact. So definitely nice on that. One of the unique selling points for me of my P7s. And in the side as well, you're getting actually the two-tone thing going on. And look at the top as well, fairly soft. And it extends to the bottom here as well. So very minimalist in terms of the overall look here. And in the side as well, if you see, this is actually the maybe cups that I like. They're shaped to your ear, which is definitely nice. And actually, if you look at the inside here, so the driver itself is a bit maybe angled a bit, so that will give you maybe a closer maybe experience to your ear there. In terms of controls, you're getting that on and off switch. You're getting your play and pause controls and the USB-C as well at the bottom. And at the other side, you're getting that maybe control button at the left. So it swivels 180 degrees. In terms of the fit, maybe this has some stiffness to it. It does have some creaks here and there, but I do think having this metal trims at the side, having really maybe premium build quality. I'm not worried at all with the build quality of this. I think this can last a test of time. But let's try to compare it quickly with the old PX7s. So actually, yeah, from the get-go, I do prefer the new PX7 case there. A bit thinner and a bit easier maybe to store in your bag. So a lot of similarities here in the overall design, but I do think the PX7 Mark II is more refined. It's a bit more sleek looking, a bit more classic looking. The previous one definitely feels older in the hand here. Alright, so let us try to wear this on the ear. Alright, so first impressions here, this definitely a really premium, feeling headphone to the ear. So first, the foam pads that they use here is really soft to the ear, really hugs well to the ear. So even if the ANC is not yet turned on, it isolates really well here. My ears doesn't, touch the pads that much. And that gives it a bit more maybe freeing experience there. But still, I would say the comfort is quite good because of that maybe softer pads that they use, and also the top foam pad as well is still quite nice for me. So the comfort is still pretty good here. So I can still see me wearing this for a long listening session. But yeah, maybe just one con for me is how heavy the headphone is. So that is what you're getting if you like maybe more premium materials in your headphones. Let's try to compare it quickly with the PX7, the older version. From the get-go, this is definitely less maybe comfortable compared to the newer ones. So the pads that they used here, this is a lot more stiff actually. This actually also wears maybe a bit longer, a bit wider here, as you guys can see. So definitely the fit is a good upgrade here in the newer version. Definitely more refined in the overall fit compared to the previous PX7s. So let's discuss about the sound of the PX7 S2 here before we compare and contrast. The PX7 S2 is actually a warm U type of shape to the ear. We're getting that bass elevation from the sub bass to around 100 Hz. Then it goes down to around 400 Hz, and after that it rises a bit to around 1 to 2K. And after that you're getting a dip in around 3K here, and after that you're getting that rise to around 5K and also 10K as well. So actually fairly extended top end here, but for the signature, it's mostly a fun signature here. So it's a fun and engaging signature, actually quite aggressive of a presentation, and also it's really smooth as well, and a really detailed presentation here. So much like the P7s, the older version, they do have some speed with the P7s, and it translates here as well in the PX7 S2s. So it's in the warmer side of tonality as well, so definitely has a more kind of fun sound here overall. So going to the bass region here, is actually quite big for me. It has a bit of boom as well, so the impact for me is really prominent in the mix. It can be slow in some tracks though, because of that maybe boom. But definitely if you're looking for fun, this is definitely cool bass for you to listen to. Going to the mids, slightly recessed in the mix here, but the clarity is really good for me here overall. It's a brighter vocal presentation, so it's actually quite revealing for me in the mix. The micro detail and the raspiness of the voice also translates here. So the drivers here in the BMW PX7 is really fast in the presentation here compared to some other dynamic drivers. And when listening to some female vocals, it shines even more. So for me overall, the female vocals is more enjoyable for me compared to the male vocals. So maybe a touch of maybe shoutiness in some tracks here. So it's that revealing for me to listen to. But I would say it's not a deal breaker per se. So it's just, something that you can get used to. Actually, for me, I like the vocals compared to the bass here even more, even if the mids is recessed in the mix here. So going to the top end, this is definitely the unique selling point for me of the PX7 S2s. Super extended on top, really prominent in the mix here, with lots of micro detail as well. So the body in the cymbals is maybe one of the best that I've listened to, especially the percussiveness in the cymbals. So it really sounds lively for me, revealing to listen to, and that the weight of the cymbals here really nice here. So yeah, it's definitely cymbals that I haven't listened to before in some other ANCs, and that's definitely an advantage. And also lots of micro detail as well to boot. So for some guitars, for some electric guitars here, distortion, overdrive, there's some micro detail to boot here. So definitely yes, the top end here, one of the best that I've listened to in an ANC for sure. Going to soundstage, above average, but not the biggest that I've heard. So not that expansive for me to listen to. Separation not so good because of the smoother nature of the sound. Separation is not that black and white to listen to. Micro detail, really good for an ANC. One of the best that I've listened to for an ANC here. So quite a unique selling point. So yeah, coming from your usual maybe mainstream brands, this is one of the key things that you will notice here if you listen to them. Alright, so going to the older version, the PX7. So surprisingly, there's actually substantial differences here compared to the previous version. First, the PX7, the older version, has a tighter sound overall, tighter bass as well. So the bass has less of that boom, and also the vocals is a bit more toned down as well in the mix. However, for the PX7s, I do think the vocals can be maybe a touch veiled for my liking. It's less revealing to listen to, especially compared to the PX7 S2s, and also the top end as well. So for the PX7, is a bit more maybe toned down in the mix compared to what you're getting with the PX7 S2s. And also tonally as well, the older PX7s is a bit maybe colder in tonality compared to what you're getting with the PX7 S2s. So the S2s in comparison has a more fun sig, more warmth, more micro detail, and a bit more extended top end as well. So yeah, for one generation of change, these are actually quite different. So I do think the PX7 S2 is an upgrade in terms of the overall sound, a bit more revealing vocal, which is definitely something I like. More extended top end as well, more clarity in the top end, and a more maybe lush, warmer kind of sound. So yeah, overall for me, X2s is cool. So while the PX7, the older version, is no slouch, I do think the newer one will be more likable for more people. Also comparing it to the P7s, my personal copy of it. So P7s is again quite different in the overall sound here compared to what you're getting with the PX7 S2s. The P7 has a more tight sound overall and a bit more relaxed as well. The bass in the P7 is also more tight and more toned down, a mid bass as well, so maybe more relaxed to listen to in the bass region here. The vocals has a lot of similarities here. I would say more so compared to the PX7, but the P7 is still a touch more toned down for me in the mix, a bit more relaxed in the mix as well. But the P7 is still a touch more toned down in the mix, but not that far off, I'd say. The top end as well in the P7s also extended in the mix, nicely extended there, but a bit more controlled for me in the P7s here, comparing it to the PX7 S2s. The P7s as well is colder in tonality compared to what you're getting with the PX7 and S2s as well. So again, S2s, it's gonna be more fun, a bit more engaging to listen to. The PX7 in comparison is more U-shaped as well, more fun in the overall signature. So which one do I like more? I would have to say I still prefer the wired version, the P7s. So, you know, it's the preference kind of thing, but I still prefer the P7s here overall. Alright, so for the PX7S2s, so what do I think of it overall? So yeah, for me personally, for ANCs, this definitely offers different sound to the ear because of that micro detail. You have that BMW, maybe quick drivers that they used here. So that micro detail definitely edges out some maybe manufacturers there. Of course, you're getting that, you know, fun sound here, a bit more maybe friendly sound to more people. You have that boom in the bass really prominent. You have that clear vocal presentation. You have that ample clarity on top, you know, extended. And you have some maybe shine there on top as well. So really fun for me to listen to, really engaging for me to listen to. Of course, some cons here. So some people might find the bass here to be a bit too much because of that maybe mid-bass elevation. And also some people might find that the shout here or maybe aggressiveness is maybe a bit too much. So actually when you're gonna use this maybe in a plane for 8 hours, 8-hour session, you might find a bit of fatigue here when listening to this for maybe, you know, louder volume. So I wouldn't, you know, recommend this for a prolonged maybe loud listening. So for that kind of listening, there's other maybe manufacturers that can give you, or maybe other headphones that can give you that a bit more relaxed sound. So if those cons are, you know, big deal for you, you should consider other ANCs. But if you're looking for a fun sound, warmth, it's definitely a unique maybe ANC in the $400 price point. Alright, so that's my take to the PX7s and also comparing it to some other BMWs here. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Which ANCs would you like me to check out in the future? And which ANCs are your favorite if you're using one anyways? And do you use ANC as well on a daily? Which one are you using? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt review. Goodbye.